Hey, Matt, what you doing, man?
I was going to read this. This episode of Walking in My Wheels is brought to you by theprettytree.com, your new source of high-quality fashion accessories, as well as organic health and beauty products. Listeners of the show can save 15% by using the code WALK15 at checkout. We know we did. Derek has never looked so pretty in a floral scarf.
Well, it's like Matt's hair blowing in the wind.
Oh, baby.
The show that talks about anything and absolutely has no structure. Change things up today. Griz here, running the mic. To my left is Derek. How you doing, buddy?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. You didn't sound scripted at all.
Of course I didn't.
Were you reading that off a piece of paper?
I know.
And that was Matt. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing fantastic.
That's good.
What's going on, interwebs?
It's been a while since the interwebs have been graced
whole one
with
episode.
Yeah. Well, the reason I took the lead today is because Derek's just pissed off right now, and he got some breakfast this morning, and it was lacking all of the flavors. So,
one flavor in particular that has a lot of flavors in it.
So
I try to eat kind of healthy, but I suck at it. So I asked one of these lovely gentlemen to stop at the fast food store of their choice and grab me something if they stopped. And my good friend Matt here to my left, so I was like, all right, I'm going to McDonald's. You want something? I'm like, yeah, I'd love a freaking Egg McMuffin meal. I haven't had a good Egg McMuffin meal in a while because last time I got an Egg McMuffin meal, there's no Canadian bacon on it.
what?
Yeah.
Ham.
Right? I know. Yeah, exactly. I get that. So I was a little disappointed. So, I was kind of like, he said he's going to McDonald's. So I was like, yeah, I want an Egg McMuffin meal. So he gets here, and I take a big-ass bite of my hash brown, which delicious greasiness there. And then I go to bite into my Egg McMuffin, and wouldn't you know it, no Canadian bacon again. Complete disappointment. My day is ruined.
I completely understand. That's a farce, man. That's unacceptable, and it should never happen.
Absolutely.
It's not the flavor that you were looking for when you bit into it. That's always off-putting.
It really is. It's like when you go take a sip of Coke and it's Diet Coke or something like that.
Or you go take a
That'll
sip of
ruin
Sprite and it's clearly just seltzer water.
Exactly.
Or you think you're going to be drinking Coke and it's tea? Oh, that's even worse because there's no carbonation whatsoever. You're like,
exactly. You go to take tea
it's a bad flavor.
You go to take tea and it's a shot of whiskey. That throws you off.
Every time.
Every time.
Yeah.
Usually I go with it though.
But you know what I can say about the Egg McMuffin? I mean, I really don't eat McDonald's like lunch and dinner food.
Yeah.
There's something about their breakfast food.
Because it's an actual egg.
Yeah.
It's real.
Yeah.
Even their pancakes are good.
Yeah.
Really?
Sorry, hotcakes.
Hot cakes.
Hot cakes.
There you go. That was my first job was working the breakfast at McDonald's.
My second.
Yeah, because I played baseball in high school. And I had to, during the week I was busy. So that was my gig. I had to be at McDonald's at 4:30 Saturday and Sunday morning. And I ran the grill. It was great.
Yeah, the grill. I worked front end, so I had to be there at like 6:30. Here's the thing with McDonald's, though. You get paid crap, obviously. But when there's a rush of people that come in, that can be some hard work. It's one of the busiest jobs I've ever had as far as
right.
When you get slammed and a bus rolls up, yeah. I mean, it's really hard.
And
work.
there's a reason that the Big Macs don't look like they do on the commercial because you got to slap that shit together.
Yeah,
and there's a lot of stuff that goes into making one of those.
Exactly. But when it's slow, it's a lot of fun if you have the right boss.
Oh man, we used to make Big Macs out of quarter pounder with the meat. It was great.
I used to make. I used to take a biscuit, cut it. Bacon, cheese, bacon. Top of the biscuit. Shit was delicious.
Damn. That's pretty intense.
It was. So, it was, yeah. But, yeah, so that ruined my day.
Yeah.
You know? You ever have, like, a meal that you just, oh, my gosh, can't wait to have this, and you bite into it and it's absolutely nothing or stale or just...
Sometimes it happens and you're just like, I can kind of appreciate the finer things that I've had. You know, the better meals makes me appreciate them that much more.
Like hot dogs.
Yeah, top tier stuff right
yeah,
there.
Exactly. Hot dogs, tripe.
Tripe. Damn. That's low.
Yeah.
So what we're going to stick with food today because it's a good subject.
Definitely.
Everybody can
Let's ride with it.
relate to this. What would be your favorite food of all time?
Dude, I'm going to have to pass this one on to you. Let me sit on this one for a minute.
Oh, that's
No pun
dirty.
intended.
Dirty. Oh, man. You just really threw me for a loop there, actually. You know, favorite food of all time?
All time.
You know what? It would probably have to be like a good pastrami sandwich.
What?
Pastrami?
I thought you said strawberry. It's like, wow.
A good strawberry sandwich. Yeah.
Like, where'd that
I
come
also
from?
really like ketchup on wheat bread. No, I'm just kidding. No, that's disgusting.
Oh, God.
No, a good pastrami sandwich, like from a good kosher deli. You know, like, I mean, it's like bread on cow instead of like, you know, the meat like being on the bread. It's ridiculous. And it's basic. It's pastrami, mustard,
Cold
rye bread.
or hot?
Well, it usually comes out hot.
Well, I mean, some people prefer a cold cut. You know,
Well, they usually
you can eat anything.
from a kosher deli. I mean, they usually make it on site, so it's like usually finished like that morning. So I mean, it's warm. You know, it's not you're not going to get a cold sandwich.
I have
necessarily.
to admit, I've never, ever had pastrami.
You don't have like you don't get like a side with it. Like it's expensive ass sandwich because he's got like a pound of meat on the damn thing. You know, it's prepared like on site. It's so good.
I just never had it. What does it taste like? Is it like a roast beef type of?
Tastes like pastrami.
Yeah, I mean, it's got a lot of
So
spices
witty with
and
your
mixed
humor.
It's like I would say it's like a Jewish smoked brisket, but like it's got a lot of flavor to it. It's, you know, like the whole entire edges, it's like very flavored. It's like a lot of pepper and coriander and a lot of different things that go on to it. But, you know, it's that mixed with like some spicy brown mustard on like some rye bread, seedless rye bread.
What's the name of that restaurant in Pittsburgh? I think it's Pittsburgh that has the big pastrami sandwiches with the fries on top, and they smash it together.
Subway.
I don't think so. You know, I'm not sure about the one in Pittsburgh. I know the ones in like New York, the ones that are really big are Carnegie Deli. Like, for example,
I've heard of that.
Second
Have you
Avenue
ever
Deli.
have you ever eaten at Carnegie Deli?
Yeah, I'm partial to Second Avenue Deli though.
Okay.
But,
Oh, there we go. Pastrami it is.
Just reminds me of the
or Ben's, which was closer.
John Belushi delicatessen SNL skit from back in the day. Just when he's talking about the delis in New York. Sorry,
No, I mean,
had to be there.
totally. Yeah, you had to be there. It was just me and John Belushi.
Is that
you know.
the samurai?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's some funny stuff, people. GTS. If,
What about you,
have
now
time.
that you've had a moment to sit on it?
I don't have a specific place where I like this, but my favorite meal is a ribeye steak with a fully loaded baked potato. That's my favorite thing to eat. I love ribeye steaks. I don't have a specific place where they make the best. I don't even know if I've had the best, and I think it's kind of where you go. I really don't even think that matters because, I mean, I've gotten a ribeye at your basic, you know, mom and pop, you know, steakhouse, and then I've had a ribeye at like Chili's, and I've had a horrible ribeye at Chili's, and I've had a phenomenal ribeye at Chili's. So I think it's luck of the cut when you go to
It's
those.
luck of the cut and like consistency
It
in
is.
cooking.
I was saying because the best steak I've ever had was at Chili's. It was one of their Cajun with the spice on it, and they put the big glob of butter on top.
Yes.
Cooked it medium, and it was.
I think the key to a good steak
Fantastic.
is the butter. You know, all these recipes I see where they're cooking it on the pan and all that, they always are just basting the butter on it over and over and just letting it cook that way. So, yeah, but that's probably my favorite meal to eat is definitely ribeye.
Right on.
So I like steak, man. I like to eat steak, and it's a rare thing for me. I don't get to eat it all the time. So, carnivore.
Right.
You know,
How do you have it done?
medium.
Medium.
People think that's a little too much, but
It's perfect.
Medium rare is like the sweet spot.
I'm okay
Yeah.
with the lighter side of medium. And I'll say, put it on the lighter side of medium, because if it goes past the higher side of medium, it just...
Yeah, it ruins it. Makes it too tough usually to eat.
Yeah, but I definitely am not a fan of the rare.
Straight rare or blue ribbon rare I can't do.
It's just kind of... I don't... It's just an odd thing for me. It just doesn't really...
I mean, red meat, I need to have it cooked. Chicken, if it's not cooked, it could make you sick.
Well,
but,
yeah.
think-
Yeah, what is your favorite?
Well, my favorite thing that I absolutely love is something that I don't think I could eat every day, but it's still my favorite thing. It's spicy tuna sushi.
Tuna
that's what's
sushi.
up. Spicy tuna sushi is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't complain there.
No crunch, though. I am opposed to any kind of crunch in my sushi.
So you don't
Forget
want
that.
anything with like a tempura shrimp or anything like that mixed in there?
I can do that, but no, I'm talking like the little...
Like the little
Celery,
crunchy pieces.
celery
like the,
pieces or the...
No, celery pieces is
No,
fine.
like people
Cucumber.
actually put like straight up like tempura, like crumbles,
Yeah.
into their sushi. Yeah, I'm not big on that. at
No.
all.
See,
the only
I don't
crunchy
mind
sushi that I like is a place here in town, and it's a buffet, but they have a thing called the Chattanooga roll, and
Dude, it's so good.
it has lettuce in it, and it gives it some crunch to it and some substance, and it's just like, I don't know, it's like, since lettuce is pretty much just water,
Yeah,
it's almost kind of refreshing at the same time. I mean, it's fantastic, but I can't go wrong with spicy tuna, some wasabi and some soy sauce, and then a little bit of sriracha. God,
you live
man.
for the sriracha.
Yeah, man, I'm not a fan of sriracha.
I like sriracha on certain things, but sushi I've never messed with because I usually use. I'm that person. If I do use wasabi, I use like enough to clear your sinuses for weeks. So
See, I have to have just a little bit of wasabi. My spice tolerance is with sriracha, not wasabi.
right.
Okay. I'm just a straight up soy sauce dude.
Okay.
I like the soy sauce. I'm not big on the sriracha or that.
I'm big on like
my
spicy
buffalo
mustards.
sauce might taste good.
Your
on it.
gourmet hot sauce?
My gourmet hot sauce. Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, wasabi is like that thing. It's like I like really, really spicy like mustards.
Yeah.
So it's actually wasabi actually has that same. It's part of it's a mustard seed, so it's got that same. It's from that same family. It's got that same like kind of like palatey taste. So I can go pretty strong on it.
you go with like Dijons and stuff like that then.
Right.
Okay.
Or like yeah.
I had a buddy
Pretty
that
much.
would get vanilla ice cream and put wasabi in it. It's the weirdest thing.
Really?
I bet
I'd
that
be
would
like,
pretty
stop.
good.
Collaborate and listen.
I've had ginger, like fried ice cream, like ginger ice cream with wasabi.
Fried-
That was pretty damn good.
Fried ice cream.
Yeah, it was fried ice cream, but it was done in tempura batter because it was at a sushi restaurant.
Nice.
It was pretty
That's
awesome.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So
Yeah.
it comes in like basically
Yeah, it's like a ball.
melted ice cream that's sitting in a ball of tempura.
Well, no, they like super freeze it, and then they batter it and like flash fry it, so it's still cold on the inside.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah, that's cool.
Right on, right on.
yeah,
Very cool. Let's see here. What else? We wrote some stuff down to kind of. What about best restaurant that doesn't exist anymore?
No. Why are you bringing these negative memories back? Gosh, I quit this show. I'm done.
oh, that was depressing.
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna make
you'll be
this
missed.
quick. let me tear my Band-Aid off first.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Just rip
I
it off.
don't know the name of it, because it was just so many years ago. But I used to go to this Italian restaurant in South Daytona, Florida, on Ridgewood Avenue, and it was in a little strip mall, and they had the best deep dish pizza. Delicious, completely. It just tasted so perfect, and I would just get the cheese because it just tasted so good. I didn't need any toppings or anything like that. Just deep dish cheese pizza, and Like all great small businesses, they always end up in a strip mall where every year the owner gets greedy and just makes the lease price go up. So it was just too expensive for him to stay in the business. So he had to shut down. And it was completely disappointing. All the food there was good. Everything was good, but I wish I remember the name of it. It was just delicious, phenomenal food. Italian food. And their garlic knots were ridiculous. And I would... Thanks.
Hey, man. You're welcome, buddy.
It's sad. I'm sad. I'm genuinely sad right now. I mean, after my McDonald's experience, and you can put that shit on me? Come on now. Gosh!
Hey, I'll tell you what really still pisses me off is Taco Bell taking away the chili cheese burritos or the Chilitos.
I never had one of those.
Oh, my Lord. They were just so
I
fantastic.
had no idea that existed.
Me neither.
Well, it was on the menu for a short time, and then it went away. And then there was this Taco Bell that was like 30 miles away so we're still serving them, so...
So you drove 30 miles.
Yeah, I'll get a wild hair on my ass. I'd go get it.
That's devotion for a fast food restaurant.
Yeah. Now, speaking of Mexican, because I love the Mexican food, but there was a restaurant chain here in town. It may still exist around different parts of the country, but it was Qdoba. And they made those big, huge, giant burritos. And they had the best cilantro lime rice. And, Moe's.
Yeah, they're no longer here, yeah.
Yeah, and nothing around here has the same flavor. And it's so disappointing to go,
right,
to these other restaurants because it's just not the same.
I used to be a Qdoba guy until I had Chipotle. Straight up. Like, I used to be a big Qdoba guy. But when they had, that was the closest thing that we have because we don't have a Chipotle here for, forever. When I found out there was a Qdoba here, I was like, yes. And, I had it, once, and then it was, closed down a month later. I was like, no.
Yeah, man.
So depressing. But
it's good for a little place like that? Salsaritas. Have you been there?
I have.
Yeah.
Not the same.
Not the same.
Oh, I like that. I like that place. A little fresh. It's fresher than the average, Moe's or whatever.
Yeah.
I felt a fresher feel to it.
Yeah.
I have nothing good to say about Moe's.
Moe's has no flavor. Zero.
Yeah. A little disappointing.
It's just texture. That's what their food is. It's just texture.
Basically what it is.
Yeah.
So if you could have one food to eat for the rest of your life, I know we have different favorite foods.
His restaurant.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah. You're
well, I was just talking about pastrami. It's actually is the 2nd Avenue Deli. Now, the 2nd Avenue Deli actually reopened, but it was gone for a while. And I actually remember me and my friend Quentin, and he's a foodie. He can walk you around neighborhoods, and you can have every single course at a different place, and he'll be able to construct a proper meal. It's ridiculous.
Oh, dude, let's do that. Let's do that downtown. There's got to be we got to make that happen. That sounds amazing. Yeah. I've never even thought about
having an appetizer here and a drink here and main course here and dessert.
No,
here.
That's going to be done.
Drink it, everyone.
It's going to be done, and it's going to be documented, and it's going to be
absolutely
uploaded.
We would do things like that. But I remember we went to the 2nd Avenue Deli one week, and it was awesome. That place was always so consistent. There's pictures of celebrities all over the walls. It was it was a spot to go to. And then the next week, we were also in the neighborhood, and we were hungry. And I was like, dude, let's just go to the 2nd Avenue Deli again. He's like, yeah, you can never go wrong. So we go there, and mind you, this was a consistently busy business. I've never seen this place, not making money. And it's just closed. There's not a single thing inside. The counter is there, but there's not a single thing inside. It was just unexpected. Apparently, they closed the doors overnight.
The mob.
People showed up. The owner the owner closed everything down overnight. Took everything out, and basically people found out by showing up to work the next day, and there was nothing in there. And that's how we found it that way. And
wow.
I remember Quentin audibly going, no, banging on the glass, just freaking out. And I'm like, dude, I'm pulling him away. It's we just got to find something else to eat, man. But that was heartbreaking.
That guy was in deep with the mob then.
No. I think I forgot what the reason was. He had some kind of reason, but he wound up reopening at a different location, still on 2nd Avenue, but completely different area. But yeah, that place was magical.
Still though, disappointing.
It was years later when he finally opened up. But
yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah, that was another restaurant here in town. It was called Po Folks, and it was the cheap version of Cracker Barrel.
That's awesome.
But it had like that's where my love of country fried steak came from. It was
The country fried, like the hamburger type steak.
Those are
like
one of those country fried steaks.
like
One of those things where
chopped
like you never eat it and then you do, and you're like, oh my god, this is so good. Why do I never eat this? You know,
Chicken fried steak, chicken fried chicken, like all that stuff. It's just
well,
like,
it's so unhealthy because it's
so
fried
horrible.
steak with like lathered with sawmill gravy, and it's just like you get two
It's
sides with it, and it's just
the
like,
worst thing you can possibly eat ever for you. Probably.
everything that's tastes delicious is probably bad for you.
bacon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, bacon, Waffle House after Cinnamon's wedding.
Oh, so delicious. What I ordered an extra plate of bacon.
Yeah,
right.
you know what? It's
Ben,
funny.
here
Like
you go.
you guys weren't even shooting me texts, but my wife showed me a text from your wife, David,
Yeah.
and was like, I think it was like captioned like, "Look at these two drunk assholes."
By
You
the
guys
way,
were blasted.
by the way, David is Griz, just to let you know, because
Yeah, Griz. Yeah.
yeah, it's okay, Matt.
Oh, I'm sorry for breaking your persona.
No, people are gonna be like, "Who's this David guy?"
Who's this David guy?
To be honest, I don't know who David is. I just know you as Griz, and in my phone you're Griz, and just I don't. People say David, and I really have to think about it for a second. I just do not conceive you as David. I just know you as Griz.
Yeah.
It's just my.
If I don't have to let the upper echelon people at work know my name is David, I probably wouldn't know who David is either. So
Yeah. Just my brain's wired that way.
yeah,
You should just change your name to Griswold.
Griswold.
Grizz. The Grizzter. Getting the Grizz
GG.
on. GG.
Good game.
Yeah,
Or-
best drunk meal. We're gonna go back to the food.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was like what 2:00 in the morning. We end up at Waffle House.
Oh my gosh, that was such a good night. The wedding was
Yeah.
a blast. It was a blast. I got to watch you sing "Sweet Home Alabama,"
Yeah, the
And
whole
your-
thing: air
your-
guitar, air piano.
"Wasted Glory."
Yeah, it was-
I think I have that video. We could probably put that.
Really?
Yeah, we could probably put
I've
that
never
on our
seen that.
page. Probably put that on our
the
page.
world is not ready for
No,
this. No, I have a hard time sitting through it. I'm just like,
Oh,
Oh, that's rough.
Well, it was after you drank all that moonshine, so.
Fireball and moonshine. By the way, you can mix it, and there's no hangover the next day.
That's impressive. Is there electrolytes in it or something?
I know. Ate a lot of food, so that helped too.
Yeah, that does help.
So after we went to the Waffle House, the very first time I saw a sign for the Waffle House, I think I've told this story before. The W was gone, so I always call it the Awful House.
The awful waffle.
So, but it's just this little diner divey kind of place. But
24/7.
oh my god, the food tastes so good.
Yeah,
It's
it's pretty good.
It's all the grease.
yeah.
It's all really, and the way that they do their eggs, they use like a milkshake like stir, like when it was like
Yeah.
industrial powered, like it's like the mix up like a shake. It's like really fast, like so the eggs like on the omelets, they come out so ridiculously fluffy. It just doesn't seem like it defies physics because of it. Yeah, it's
So
good
good.
stuff.
Yeah. So that was your favorite?
Well, that was the. I mean, I don't get drunk a lot, so
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
that was.
But when he does, folks,
what he does.
It's a good time.
it's a party.
Now, the funniest thing though I saw was I was up in Knoxville, and it was after a UT football game, and I'm not a UT football fan. I had friends up there. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in there right now. I don't want to be judged. So I was up there hanging with some buddies up at college.
Sorry, everybody, for the coughing. You all right, buddy?
Yeah, I'm all right, man.
Yeah, just
I'll
got a
be
little.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just sitting here in Mordor.
Yeah.
The mountain's on fire.
Yeah.
mountain's on fire.
Nice. So, all right, sorry to interrupt, but
So
It's okay.
yeah, hope you get to feeling better, Matt.
yeah. So,
Yeah, I feel fine. It's just like inhaling smoke just doesn't work for me. So
Yeah.
it happens.
Yeah.
What about
man.
you? Was that like your best? Like, was that your like that Waffle House? Was that your best drunk?
That was a good
meal?
experience. I think the experience behind it,
Mm.
is really what helped because we were laughing a lot, and it was such a great night altogether. As far as recent experience, because I really don't.
Yeah, you don't really drink very much at all.
Yeah, like maybe 2-3 times a year I'll catch a hard buzz. I was definitely lit that night though. That was
a good night.
Yeah, it was a pretty crazy night. Let me think. Do you have anything on top of your head? I'm gonna mull on that.
It's probably a college thing. It's just you can usually go pretty damn hard in college because you're 18 and shouldn't be drinking, but let's face it, everybody does.
College.
Yeah, it's college and you don't get hungover, but I remember there was this spot, it was called All Star Pizza. And their pizza wasn't really that good. None of their food was all that good. It was like all right. But they had like an all-star special. It was like $25. You'd get like 2 pizzas, like 4 cheesesteaks, a couple of 2 liters, and if you were with a few friends, that was like always all-star special. So it was like just perfect thing, and they'd like deliver like to like 1-2 o'clock in the morning. It was ridiculous. So I remember it was like always when you're at that point, you're like, yo, all-star special, let's do this. And it was always perfect. It's exactly what you needed.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Mine was early 20s. No, I was still in high school. We went to a party. It was an outdoor party. I got lit that night too. It was I didn't drink that much in high school either, so it was one of those where it just kind of happened. We always had one of us always was the designated driver when we went to a party, which was rare. But I was just in the back seat. All I remember is my friend go, all right, we're gonna go to Subway. I'm like, okay. I was in the back seat, just not moving,
just like fading away.
And I remember my friend going, hey, you got any cash? Like 10 minutes later, and so I gave him like $40 or something like that, and he leaves. And then I don't remember anything because I went back to sleep. And then he brought back a meatball sub, and it was literally the most delicious thing in the world. Next day, didn't have any money in my pocket, so I guess he bought everybody's Subway.
Yeah, right.
So, but no, I remember that meal being just phenomenal. Just that I needed that. You felt run down. It kind of brings you back to life and everything like that. So yeah. Definitely a meatball sub from Subway was a great. That's a really good.
Great.
I know where I'm going after the podcast. I'm going to get me a meatball sub.
You want to bring one back to me, bro?
Sure, buddy.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Right on. So
yeah, we do this about lunchtime. So let's sitting around talking about food.
I know, right? Bad call.
Smooth.
You're welcome.
It's all good.
Hey, I mean, people can have different opinions on everything, view things differently. Not everybody likes Star Wars or Metallica or, The Walking Dead. Inside joke, people. But yeah, food. I mean, hell, it's what we live for.
Oh, my God, I love it. I want a Hot Pocket right now.
The ham and cheese.
Ham and cheese croissant pocket. Get in my belly.
Yeah. You remember when you bought that box of Hot Pockets? Like, we'll do podcasts, so we'll have some Hot Pockets. We never ate the damn Hot Pockets.
Oh, no, I did. I ate them.
Well, you ate them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, by the way, guys, delicious. Just remind
Thanks.
I do like frozen burritos, too. Something.
Frozen burritos, huh? It's
you got to cook them in the oven, though.
Guilty
I know the Hot Pockets, they come in little sleeves where you can microwave them and they're all crispy and stuff.
Yeah.
The frozen burritos, you got to cook them in the oven and get them crispy.
You know what you should try and do? Get a frozen burrito, but save one of the Hot Pocket crispers. Put it in there and cook it and see what happens.
You sure are a genius and a visionary.
You are.
That might be try it.
I will. Good job, sir.
Thank you. Gosh, should have became an engineer.
Yeah. Just solving the world's problems.
One Hot Pocket at a time.
What else you got, man? I know
Seriously,
you got several things.
Sorry.
Oh,
just the way I do stuff, being all crippled up. I have to figure crap out, man. It's like, how am I going to, like when I told you, I dropped the TV dinner tray on the ground, laying on the ground. How am I going to pick that up? I figured out how to get that off the ground.
What was the kid from Goonies that had all the contraptions?
Data.
There you go. Exactly. You got to be like that, man.
Thank you. But way cooler.
Totally.
Yeah, I'm not going to have a boxing glove underneath my jacket either. So, okay, sorry. I just had to make that statement. So.
Probably going to use it at that Bill Burr show.
Oh, that guy was an asshole. Thank you.
Just knock him out with, like, the glove under your coat and just be like, you call him Dr. Jones.
Oh, God, you just mixed two movies. That's awesome.
That's how my wife got her nickname.
Dr. Jones?
I call my wife Jones. Her name's Joni. And this is back in high school. We were on a band trip. And my buddy Russ came up that was probably, I think he downed like 4 Jolt Colas. So he was like just...
Jolt.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I forgot
That
about
brings
that.
it back a little bit, huh?
Yeah, he was just being crazy. He was like, you call her Dr. Jones. And it just kind of stuck. So...
That's great.
Yeah, Jonesy. But
That's awesome.
So this November, I'll be celebrating my 16th wedding anniversary.
Wow.
On the 25th, so...
You going to go to your favorite
Pretty
restaurant?
stoked about that. Probably not, because it's Black Friday, and that's what my wife lives for. So
Nice.
yeah, we'll be shopping, and
Nice.
hopefully we don't have to. Some stores are actually not opening up on Thanksgiving because stores have been opening up at like 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock.
It's kind of ridiculous. I mean,
Yeah.
give your employees a day off.
It's Thanksgiving.
People.
Come on now.
Yeah, and a lot of people are actually going back and opening up at 6 a.m. on the day after on Friday.
Friday. Yeah. That's Black
That makes
Friday.
sense. Yeah, it's Black
Yeah.
Friday.
That was always fun because that was I volunteered. Actually got paid, but at Profits back in the day, they'd hand out the Cracker Jack boxes, and there'd be like different amount of discount little stickers inside of each one.
Nice.
It'd be like a ring in some, and yeah,
Interesting.
it's pretty good.
Right on.
Luck of the draw percentage.
Yeah,
Crazy. But
Yeah, I don't think I'm doing Black Friday this year. I'm not sure.
I don't always flirpity derp, but when I do, I flippity floppity too.
remember Hoffenpfeffer.
Huffenpfeffer.
Stay blah, 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 my friends.
Yes, absolutely.
I think we found the new podcast ending.
Stay blah, 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 my friends.
Stay blah blah blah, my friends.
And remember, even a blah, blah, blah can be a blah, blah, blah.
Even a flirpity floppity could be a floppity floop.
Yay! All right, let's stop this.
Man.
Oh, man.
So
Oh, gosh.
that's about it. I mean, the only other thing that I think that we definitely need to touch on is, I know we have our favorite foods, but if there was one food that you had to eat every day for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Pizza. Come on now. Come on. That's even a question?
Vegetable lo mein. There, boom. I got a couple of food groups in there. Suck it, Trebek.
All right, I bring that back. How about tacos?
There you go.
Chicken fajitas.
Chicken fajitas? Oh, that's
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
there's a lot of flavor to it, yeah.
Yeah,
And
grilled peppers and onions every day.
One food for... Well, we have a visitor that just came in. Cynthia, if you could have one food for the rest of your life, every day for the rest of your life, what would it be? Tacos.
Tacos.
She went with tacos.
It's
All
good.
right.
It's good.
Like crunchy tacos or soft tacos? Either one. So,
well,
Right on.
and on that bombshell,
Bum shop pizza. Pizza, fajitas, and you want...
vegetable
vegetable
lo
lo
mein.
mein for Matt.
Oh, that's kind of odd for me.
Yeah, well, too bad. It's not for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
kind of
Screw
I
off.
think we need to wrap this up because I'm hungry after talking about all this
I know,
food.
right?
Yeah,
I
screw
think
all
we
you
need
bastards.
to go...
Seriously, you open a podcast, close it up, man.
Okay. So, Matt, do you have any final words you want to say, buddy, for today?
No.
I'm gonna do your role today and hashtag be love people. Always be good to people and be
Stuff.
positive out there and bring hashtag be love. And y'all know what it means. Come on, I'm not gonna explain it for you.
Good job.
Thank you.
All right. Well, I'm going to go eat some good food and hang out with some good friends. But, hey,
Nice.
Any speed bump could be a jump, guys.
Peace.
Deuces.
Thank you for supporting Walking in My Wheels. You can listen to us on iTunes, Google Play, and YouTube. Also follow us on Facebook and Instagram. If you have something to say, email us at walkinginmywheels@gmail.com. Keep being awesome people and #BeLove.